Okay, let's take this 1997 Land Rover Defender 90 300 TDI, genuine factory county station wagon, for a spin. Oil light, ignition light and brake lights all come up the way they should, as does the cold start light. That's gone out. Now it starts nicely. Drives really nice, this one actually. I really can't fault it. Let's turn the stereo off. Gear and brake off. I know the previous owner spent a lot of time and money on this one, I think, from memory. Off we go. Right, what can we tell you about it? Showing 111,000 miles, and I think, if I'm right, we've got quite a bit of service history with this, if I remember rightly. That's just my steering lock rattling in the back there. But starts on the button, hot or cold, just needs a little bit of heat obviously when it's cold, but romps into life. There's no hesitancy and, importantly, no overheating from the engine. I've not had to use the Kenlow fan at all. Temperature gauge hasn't gone above the halfway point, even in very heavy traffic. All the gauges and instruments work. Speedo, fuel gauge, temperature gauge, and it's got a clock in it, being a proper county, and also being a county is actually a lot quieter than a standard model. Gearbox is nice, and it's actually, I think it's just had a reconditioned gearbox in from memory, so I imagine the clutch has been done as well. I have to check the history on that. Doesn't want to be the case, but gearbox is nice and really quite precise on it. Whole drivetrain feels very solid. There's no backlash in the transmission whatsoever. I'm backing off sharply, nothing at all. So that's all good to know. Brakes nicely. Obviously, being a 300 TDI, it's got discs on it all round. Unfortunately, we're going to be held up behind this truck. We go. Accelerate smartly, no nasty smoke out the back at all. Turbo whistling away there. Into fifth. Heater blower fan works, and actually heater's quite good on it. Steering's nice and precise, it's not wandering about all over the road, it's going exactly where it's placed. It's not the usual baggy one you've got to fight to keep in a straight line. There's no clunks, bumps, groans, squeaks or rattles at all. It just gets on with it really quite pleasantly all round. Steering wheel's on pretty straight as well, which is always a good sign. There we have it. I think there's not much more I can say about it. It's just so it drives without fault, without apparent fault. My name's Simon. You can reach me on 0771 906 9353 or in the office on 0118 946 3352, or you can go to our website, which is www.motodrome.co.uk for any further info. End.